everyone, and thank you for joining me on College Week Live. My name is Carly Miller, and I'm one of the admissions counselors here at Lawrence Tech, and I will be taking you through today's presentation. So to learn a little bit more about Lawrence Tech, we kind of have to know where we came from. So George and Russell Lawrence established Lawrence Tech in 1932. Our first campus was in Highland Park, and we were adjacent to the Model T assembly plant. So they had this idea that they wanted workers to work at the Model T plant during the day, and they also wanted to go to school at night. So this is kind of where we have our motto from theory and practice. And starting out in 1932, we continue to use that today. So kind of how we incorporate theory and practice is that all seniors are required to do a senior project. So that encompasses all the work that they have learned over the course of the 4 years. We do team projects. We have a student group called Blue Devil Motorsports where they build off-road vehicles, hybrid, Formula One, and airplanes from the ground up, and then they race them against other schools internationally and around the U.S. They also can participate in labs and help professors in undergraduate research. So Lawrence Tech has about 4,500 students. 3,500 are undergrads, and the remaining are master's or doctoral students. We represent a large population in the U.S. as well. So as you can see, 35 states and 42 countries are represented at Lawrence Tech, which means we have a large alumni database worldwide. We kind of tend to think we have a unique learning environment here at Lawrence Tech. Students are admitted directly into their major when they first start out freshman year. So it's nice that they don't have to take 2 years of general education credits and then be admitted into their major. They start right away freshman year. Our courses are only taught by faculty, so we don't have any teaching assistants, we don't have any graduate assistants. It's all faculty that are currently practicing or have practiced in their field of study. With our 3,500 undergraduate students, we're kind of small, but that means we have a small student to faculty ratio. So as you can see, we have 11 to 1. So that's about average what you get in your higher level classes as well. And if you'd like to dive a little bit deeper, we have honors programs. So your humanities courses, you'll be taking those as an honors section. There is an application process to apply, and that information can be found more on our website. Something else unique to Lawrence Tech, we have laptops. So we have a laptop program called the LTU Zone, and for a $500 deposit, students can have the laptop for the duration that they're enrolled here at Lawrence Tech, and it's customized towards your major. So as you can see, there it depends on, so engineering have a different major than the arts and sciences students, and so on. So here's just a little sampling of what software is loaded on the computer when you receive it. You also have some services, so you do have an IT service fee, but that just ensures that you have the current, most up-to-date version in case you get a virus, something like that. Then the IT service desk is always there to help and assist if something should go wrong with the computer. So we have great work in the classroom, but we also want to make you a leader in your field as well. So we have curriculum that we incorporate throughout the time here. So every year that you'll take a class related to the leadership curriculum. We also have service learning opportunities. So if you like to volunteer, we have those available for you. Study abroad. We have a lot of students that either do the whole semester abroad. You can do 2.5 weeks. You can do a month. Kind of whatever fits your needs, we have something that can accommodate you for study abroad. So also kind of the leadership transcript, you may be wondering what that is. That's just something in addition to your resume to say, here's some of the services and here's some of the things that I did outside of the classroom while I was at Lawrence Tech. At Lawrence Tech, we have 4 colleges. So I will first start out by talking about the College of Architecture and Design. As you can see, the first 2 have a little asterisks by them. That means they're 5-year master's programs. We also have their game art, which is one of our up-and-coming more popular majors, transportation design, and a couple master's programs as well. For some of the programs in the College of Architecture and Design, you do have to submit a portfolio, which I'll touch on here in just a couple slides. The College of Arts and Sciences, we have our mathematics, chemistry, English. We also have the pre-professional programs, so if you're interested in pre-med, you would also, this is the college that you would be applying to. As you can see, some associate's programs along with the master's degrees. We are founded as an engineering college, so you see the College of Engineering has the majority of programs. We have a lot of the upcoming new programs as well, so robotics engineering, we have biomedical engineering, so our engineering spans all the way through doctoral degrees. Finally, the College of Management houses our business administration and information technology majors. For business administration, if you want to dive a little deeper, we now have introduced 5 different majors, as you can see listed on the screen. Something else interesting about the Management College is that for business administration majors, you get a chance to work with students all across all of the 4 colleges that we have here at Lawrence Tech. So in the business world, you obviously won't be always working with the people in your department, but you'll also be servicing people in other areas as well. So we can want to try to give you a little bit of that kind of before you graduate. So that's something a little bit interesting and unique about the College of Management here at Lawrence Tech. So admission, we get to the good stuff. So if you are interested in applying for admission, you would need to submit your high school transcripts. We do recalculate the GPA using the social science, natural science, English, and mathematics. We also need a copy of your ACT or SAT scores, an essay, just giving us a little bit more information about you, maybe why you want to apply to Lawrence Tech or maybe why you're interested in the major that you chose. Also a letter of recommendation, so this can be from a teacher or a counselor. As I stated in those previous slides about the portfolio, if you're a game art major, industrial design, or transportation design, you will need to submit a portfolio. What we review in admissions, again, are those 4 things I outlined about recalculating the GPA, but we also look at grade trends and a little bit more kind of rigor of your senior schedule. We take into account AP, honors, and different things like that. So first year experience. Going to college for freshman students can kind of be a little bit scary. We have something that will help you with your transitions. So as you can see, our first bullet up there is Discovery Days. So these are 2 days before school starts, and this just kind of gets you acquainted to the university. You're assigned a male and female mentor just to help answer any questions, or if you have any reservations or things like that, they will be able to kind of help you a little bit. We also post midterm grades for students, so that just gives you an idea maybe where you're at in the class in case you need to take advantage of any of our student services, which will be coming in a couple slides. We also accept transfer students. So transfer admission is a little bit the same as freshman admission. However, to be a college transfer student, you would have to take 30 credits or more at another college or university. So we need to have copies of those transcripts. In addition, we will need as well a letter of recommendation, an essay, and also a copy of your high school transcripts. Same goes for transfer students. If you're applying for game art, industrial design, or transportation design, you will need to submit a portfolio. Well, if you're already accepted, congratulations. The next steps for you would be to join Connect Blue, which is a social networking site just for accepted students to Lawrence Tech. So you'll be able to ask questions, you'll be able to see other students that are going to be attending Lawrence Tech the same year you are. If you're interested in living in housing, you'll want to sign up for housing. And then we also will send you information in the mail about placement assessments and orientation and registration. Our costs. Our average tuition is about $29,000 a year. Housing is separate, as you can see. It's a little bit more for housing, and meal plan is about $6,700 per year. Freshmen are awarded scholarships based on their merit. So when you apply, it's not a separate application, it's included when you fill out your initial application. So as you can see, they're awarded GPA and ACT. You must meet both requirements to be awarded that scholarship. For the SAT, we only use math and the critical reading portion. So if you have a GPA of a 3.6 and you have a 28 on your ACT, you'll be eligible for $16,000 a year. We also offer transfer scholarships. They're not as much as the freshman scholarships, but for both, we do encourage you to apply early. We do have limited funds, and so they're on a first come, first served basis. So again, the earlier you apply, the more likely you are to be considered for scholarship. We offer a large number of student services that are included in the cost of your tuition. So our Academic Achievement Center, they help with things such as tutoring, studying for tests, things like that. We have our one-stop center, the DTE One-Stop Center, and that will help with anything paying your bill, registering for classes, business services, anything that you have like that, the One-Stop Center will be able to accommodate. We also have our career services. So they put on a lot of different career fairs throughout the year. They can help with internships and co-ops. So these are a long list of services that we offer to students that are included in your tuition to kind of help you as a student and also as a freshman to kind of help ease your transition just a little bit. So you're wondering, you go to school for these 4 or 5 years, you're wondering, well, how am I going to get a job, or will you help me to get a job? That's a great question. So employment opportunities. Last year on campus, we had about 200 companies recruit. We have a large database of jobs that employers will post on our website. 65% of students at Lawrence Tech participate in a co-op or internship. So as I stated before, one of those, it's the Career Services Center, so that'd be something definitely you would want to take advantage of, especially when you try to get your resume together, if you're kind of looking out for an internship, or when you go to apply for jobs. An important number on that screen is 88% of students are employed within 6 months after graduation in their field of study. And as you can see, that's significantly higher than the national average. Living on campus. Okay, there's a question. So, do you have to live on campus? The answer is no. You don't have to live on campus, but if you choose to, it is a great way to help transition. We have apartment style living, and so you can have 2, 3, or 4 bedroom apartments, and freshmen all live together in one of our residence halls. There's also dining options available, so we do have a cafeteria. We also have a provisions on demand, which is kind of like a convenience store, Einstein Bagels, and Jet's Pizza. Students that live in the residence hall are able to have meal plans, and then you can also load Blue Devil dollars, which are like flex dollars to use on campus in the dining areas. We offer athletics, so if you're interested in playing a varsity sport in college, we have those for you. And on the list, on the screen, are a list of the sports that we offer. We are in the NAIA. We have a couple new sports as well that we're integrating back in for fall of 2014, as you can see, men's and women's golf and men's and women's tennis. If you are still interested in playing athletics in college, but maybe not at the varsity level, we have intramural sports for you to participate in as well. So we don't all have just fun and games in the classroom, but we also have them in student activities as well. So as you can see, we have over 70 student organizations, including Greek life and professional organizations, honor societies. We have what's called Students Planning Activities Monthly. So that's where they plan concerts, they have movies, they plan to take trips to amusement parks and to sporting events. So it's just another way to get involved on campus. Because while it is important to do well in the classroom, it's also good to have some activities and engage outside the classroom as well. Some recognition of excellence that's important to point out about Lawrence Tech is that Bloomberg Business Week survey says that the earning power of Lawrence Tech bachelor's degree ranks in the highest 7% of all universities. And basically this says that Lawrence Tech has a higher return on investment than most universities. So you're getting a little bit better bang for your buck here at Lawrence Tech. We are among the top 50 unwired campuses, and the Princeton Review named us the best in the Midwest. The best way to learn a little bit more about Lawrence Tech beyond the presentation is to come visit the campus, and that's kind of a way that you'll learn a little bit more and see if it's a right fit for you here at Lawrence Tech. We have a couple campus open houses on November 2nd and December 7th called Blue Devil Days. We have a financial aid night, and then we also do a couple additional scholarship competitions above and beyond the additional freshman or transfer scholarships. Now I will introduce one of our students, and she's going to tell you a little bit more about her experience at Lawrence Tech and what she's involved in.
Hey everyone, my name is Emily. I'm in my third year at Lawrence Tech. I'm a student here. I've been here straight out of high school, and I am in the industrial design program. I started off in architecture, but decided that wasn't really my thing. I didn't like building codes and regulations that way. I didn't like drafting. So I ended up working with my academic advisor here that everyone gets as a student, and they were able to help me transfer all my credits into the industrial design major. Like Carly had touched on earlier, I was required to submit a portfolio for my work. So I did that and really worked with my professors, and I love it here. I'm able to work with my program, with my professors, my peers, and also have done work with Warrior Sports and Bryant Boats and other different companies in the community as well. I've been involved on campus as a student with activities and organizations too. So I work for the Office of Admissions. I want to say that on-campus jobs are awesome. You're able to really tailor your schedule with your work as well, so that your academics can come first. Athletics are great on campus. I've also been a part of a sorority on campus, so that's really cool to collaborate with other people and get to go to different events with that organization. And then just minor things here and there. I thought about getting into AIAS, which is a professional organization for architecture students, but because I didn't follow that architecture program and went into industrial design pretty early in my academic career, I wasn't part of that. But I do go to some of our lectures that are held on campus by people in the community that come into the university and just speak about architecture and design, but also the sciences. So there's a lot of stuff going on all the time. We've had Devin the Cataracts come onto campus, 303, Vanilla Ice, DJs. We've had different movies presented. This past week we had Monsters University, so that was played on campus. So lots of things to do for student life. So thank you very much.
Great. Thank you, Emily. And thank you for joining us. And we hope you learned a little bit more about Lawrence Tech. We'll be in the chat room if you have any additional questions. And thank you again.